Today we're talking about Together, the new horror film from writer-director Michael Shanks. The movie stars real-life married couple Dave Franco and Alison Brie as Tim and Millie, a couple at a crossroads in their relationship. They've been together for years, but a recent move to the countryside for Millie's new job has put a strain on their already delicate dynamic. When a freak accident during a hike leads to a terrifying supernatural encounter, their codependency takes on a shockingly literal and grotesque new meaning. It's a film that uses body horror as a powerful metaphor for the dangers of an unhealthy relationship. It's a wild ride from start to finish. Now, one of the first things that stood out to me about Together was the strong vision behind it. Michael Shanks, who you may recognize from his acting roles, took on the duties of both writing and directing this project, and let me tell you, I think he actually crushed it. It's clear he had a very specific story that he wanted to tell, and with his dual role, that vision was able to come through with remarkable clarity. At its core, Together explores the complexities of a relationship under extraordinary circumstances, focusing on the characters of Tim and Millie. Their dynamic felt incredibly authentic and relatable. You really bought into their history, their quirks, and the challenges they faced. This relatability is crucial to the film's success as it allows the audience to connect with the characters on a deeper level, even amidst the more unusual plot elements. The story itself felt very original. In a landscape that is often saturated with sequels and reboots, Together presented a narrative with unique aspects that felt genuinely fresh. It's the kind of story that sticks with you after the credits roll, prompting you to think about its themes long after. The performances across the board were fantastic, but the chemistry between the leads, Dave Franco as Tim and Alison Brie as Millie, were particularly captivating. And it's no surprise considering that they're married in real life. You can see that established connection and understanding translate beautifully onto the screen. This film actually required them to get physically close in ways that would have been impossible for actors who just met. Their real history and comfort with each other allowed them to take huge risks, pushing themselves physically, sometimes being attached with prosthetics for up to 10 hours a day. Brie told People magazine that they're very picky about picking projects where they're both acting together, and felt like this one made sense, bringing their history to the characters and adding to the story. Franco echoed this sentiment in an interview with Collider, saying that they knew their love between each other would seep into their characters. The experience, though physically demanding and emotionally intense, only made them more grateful for their own healthy relationship. Now, the premise of Together involves a cult, and I really appreciate how this movie handled this element. It provided just enough information to establish the context and the threat, but it wisely avoided getting bogged down in excessive exposition or making the cult the sole focus of the story. The narrative used the cult as a catalyst, a backdrop against which the central relationship drama unfolded. This restraint, I believe, was a smart choice and kept the focus firmly on Tim and Millie's journey. Visually, this film is striking thanks to the cinematography of Jermaine McMicking. There's a particular scene that stands out, the nighttime sequence in Dave Franco's office. The lighting in that scene was masterfully done, creating this palpable sense of unease and tension, perfectly complementing the emotional weight of what was happening on screen. It contributed significantly to the overall eerie and sometimes uncomfortable vibe that I think Michael Shanks was aiming for. Finally, I want to touch on how the film used humor. It was expertly inserted into the narrative, never feeling forced or out of place. Instead, it lightened the mood at just the right moments, making the pacing feel smoother and more engaging. More importantly, these moments of levity helped to make Tim and Millie feel even more like real people, and their interactions more genuine and interesting. Together is a film that manages to balance intriguing plot elements with deep character work, while maintaining a sense of originality. Michael Shanks has proven himself to be a talented storyteller both in front and behind the camera, and the performances, especially the undeniable chemistry between Dave Franco and Alison Brie, elevate the entire film. My final thoughts? This is one of those rare films that truly stick with you. It's a testament to great writing, confident direction, and performances that feel both raw and authentic. If you're looking for a fresh, engaging horror film that's more than just jump scares, you should definitely check this one out. It's a compelling, genuinely unique movie-going experience you won't want to miss. So, what did you think of Together? Did you find the characters relatable? What were your thoughts about the way the cult aspect was handled? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this review and would like to see more insightful discussions about the latest and greatest in cinema, please Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos here on Silver Screen Synergy. I'm Wayne. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time.